Welcome, welcome. I don't think we've ever released a video on Friday afternoon, but there's good cause. The country needs our help, and we are the ones to do this. I'm just so very excited. So I got a call from some of my family members who are physicians, and they said, you know what? You can do this. We need masks, and you can do it. You can not only do it yourself, nobody expects to do it by themselves, but we can join up as a team, and we can make masks, and I've done all the homework and all the information with their help. Dr. Friedson, I don't know, she's a lovely person, don't know if she even wants her name mentioned, but she started this idea and we're going to take it to another level. We are going to make masks for the Westchester County of New York. It's the worst affected county in our U.S. territories, and this is easy and fun, and I'm telling you, as a sisterhood and brotherhood of sewers, we can do this. I'm just thrilled and honored to bring this to you. So behind the scenes, let me tell you what we've done. We've called the governor's office of New York. They sent us to the Westchester County Health Department. They are the worst affected, and the governor's office said they would know more than anyone what they need, and so we called there. So before we did that, or once we had an address, I created a pattern, directions, how to do this. You guys, you know what I know as sewers? You have fabric. This is something that you don't have to go to the store for. You don't have to do anything. We've got fabric. So let's make it quick and simple, because you could have 5 masks made by the time I finish this. They're so very simple to do. Just follow along. And the next thing I want to add is, if you'll send this to bloggers or whoever, everything is on our site. All you have to do is go. Anyone who sews, quilters, everybody can do this, and we can have this mask problem solved quickly. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is go to silhouettepatterns.com, center column. It says coronavirus masks. Click on that. It'll take you to features page, or you can go to the site and go right to the features page. Either one doesn't make a difference, but right in the middle it has a features page, and on that you'll see 2 pages. One is the mask pattern and one is the sewing directions for the mask pattern. You'll want to print full scale, just print it out, both of them, and then print out the directions. I'm going to go over it quickly so you can see how easy it is. You've got kids at home, you've got grandkids at home, they can cut, you can sew. Oh my gosh, you know how many masks we can create? This is just so very exciting. On the directions page, toward the bottom of the direction page, it will have the address. You need to put Silhouette Patterns on the outside of the envelope so that they'll accept the pattern and know what's coming. It has the address there. I mean, put your return address, but just somewhere on the package, put Silhouette Patterns on the side or something like that. Then go ahead and make the masks, put them all in. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then the address in White Plains, New York is on the instruction page. Okay, so let's go over it. 4 easy steps. Number 1, you've got 2 pattern pieces. The reason you do is because one is wider at the side, it's going to fold over. You're going to make layers. Now, I'm going to give you options as to what you can do this out of. I did a knit, but there's reasons why, and I'm going to tell you why I did what I did. I did a knit because I wanted it to be soft on the inside. So this is my kind of first trial. I won't try to talk through it, but what you can see is it goes up over the nose and down under the chin, and so it doesn't need any wiring across here. It's done really simple. It's got a dart. See, that was my happy place. It's kind of got a dart in the front, so it comes right up over the nose and, comes in tight in here. So what you're going to do is cut 4 of number A. And it says that right on the pattern, cut 2 of number B. What I want A to be, that's the outside and the inside layer. I want one to be, like as protected as possible. If you're using a woven, do 1 cross grain and do 1 with grain, just so that the layers have a tendency to protect those germs from going through. But on the outside, I would use a polyester. On the inside, which is next to the face, use something a little softer and nicer. This middle layer B, what I used, I had scrap leather around, so I used leather. Leather I felt like wouldn't penetrate, but you don't have to have leather, just anything. Something that you feel, that middle layer, that will really stop the germs in and going out. Anything will help. The nurses are saying anything will help. The doctors are just thrilled. Okay, so I'm going to cut 4 of these, 2 of these. 4 A's, 2 B's. That's a pretty good report card. 4 A's, 2 B's. All right, then what I'm going to do is sew, and I serged these. You don't have to because it's not going to show. I just serged around the curve. So on the pattern it marks, it has curved. You're going to sew around that curve on all 3 pieces. Then you're going to layer them. This would be the outside layer. My leather in this case would be the inside layer, or middle layer, I'm sorry, middle layer. And then this last one is the outside layer. So one is going to be next to the face. You can decide which way to do it. And there you have it. And then what you're going to do is sew across the top. Again, I serged. And sew across the bottom. And so you get this kind of dimpled little mask. All right. If you notice on the pattern, A is wider than B. And the reason that is because now I'm going to add the elastic. And I'm going to take this 2-inch white elastic that I know you all have, and I'm going to cut it in 1/4-inch strips. And I'm going to cut each of them about 12 inches long. And I cut this whole piece 12 inches long, so I'm using the whole length. The reason I'm doing that is as this end is long, just put the elastic in there, wrap it around, and then stitch that closed. Don't stitch on the elastic, just stitch it closed. Wrap it around, make sure you catch layer B, and just stitch it closed. Once I have it stitched closed, I'm just going to sew it with a couple pins here. What you're going to see will happen is this mask becomes adjustable. And just ship it just like that once it's sewn. So both ends, and just ship it just like that, because when they get it, they can take this and they can make the mask as tight or as loose as they want to by these 12 inches. If they have a very small face, they can close it up tight. If they have a larger face, they can leave it open. They're just going to tie this in a knot on the ends. They can make it adjustable, and they're good to go. So once you put that elastic in, just leave it hanging on the ends. If you want to make it longer than 12, you can. These are all just guides. I'm sure somebody will come up with a better idea. The goal is to just get it done and get them shipped. And I would say if you've got 6 done, ship 6. Tomorrow, Saturday, just as quickly as we can get them, they can use them. Fold over those edges, stitch them, make sure you catch that middle layer when you do that. And then of course they can adjust that elastic. This one I call my Kardashian mask. It's quite fancy. I even have pants to match. It's not funny. Okay, so I think that's all you need. Again, get everybody at home involved. If you're by yourself, you can do this. This is just such a great thing that we know how to sew and we can do this. We're all going to New York State right now. We do have some addresses in California and California and Washington that are coming to us, just not yet. So if you'll head them all to Washington, and the address again is on the instruction page, we'll be in good shape. It's more than happy sewing. Thanks so much. Bye for now.